Hello everyone, very welcome to Exam B for 50% faster preparation. I am Chandra Prakash Joshi and in this series I am covering one very important publication, RBI Annual Report. In this year's annual report, one of the most important and most talk about thing is the profit, better call it surplus in the language of the RBI, 2.11 lakh crore that RBI transferred to Government of India. If you have followed, earlier I made a video how RBI gets its income primarily from the income on the government bonds. Basically, the borrowing which government has done from RBI, and when government keeps deposit to the RBI doesn't pay any interest on that. In simple terms, you can call these repo transactions earning on the foreign currency assets, because the $650 billion reserve kept with RBI is invested in different securities, primarily into the US securities where RBI is earning the interest. Number 3 is revaluation of the gold and forex reserve. And lastly, but very significantly, the buying and selling of the forex reserve I explained. So this 2.11 lakh crore surplus transferred by RBI to the Government of India is very much into the news and one of the significant thing in this year's annual report. Many people start saying, as government was looking for higher money from RBI did this to please the government. I would say not entirely true, because there is a method behind it. Now, the learning for today is the transfer of the surplus by RBI to the Government of India is not an arbitrary thing. There is a method behind it. There is a methodology. There is a formula how much to keep in the contingency fund from the income of the RBI and transfer rest to the Government of India. And this formula is given by Dr. Vilanjanan Committee. For any guidance, please reach to us at 920-552-4028 or write to us at hello@exambi.com. I am going to tell you about this Jalan Committee. This kind of questions you may find in the exam, because now the Bimal Jalan Committee is again in the discussion. Let's have a look at the balance sheet of the RBI, which is there in the annual report. Capital remains only 5 crore. Sometimes that may be an exam question also. RBI, if you remember, was created as a private shareholder bank. In 1948, RBI was nationalized when Government of India bought all the shares of RBI. Today, if you can see here, the total balance sheet size of RBI is 70,47,703 crore, which is a growth of 11.08% from the previous year. All analysts were expecting that surplus transfer will be in the range of 75,000 crore to 1.2 lakh crore because of the strong foreign exchange earnings. I explained that in my previous video. So now first understand what is this economic capital framework, which came in 2014-15 and then operationalized in 15-16. The idea of this framework here is to decide the amount of the capital RBI shall have. So capital is not only the paid up capital here, but these reserve fund and provisionings, these contingency funds also become part of the capital. Challenge is RBI has to hand over the surplus reserve amid shortfall in the revenue collections. Government of India wanted higher amount to come from RBI, and RBI want to create more and more contingency fund. The argument of the RBI is that we are a developing economy and our situation cannot be compared with the developed economy, where the amount of the contingency fund, the capital reserve with the central bank, is comparatively smaller percentage to the balance sheet size of the central bank. RBI says that we, being an emerging market economy, have more uncertainties in the market. Therefore, the central bank's balance sheet will be strong if it will have more contingency fund, and it will increase the confidence of the investor in the country. In case of any unforeseen circumstance, if the Reserve Bank has more capital base, it has more fund, that will help in case of the market failures. That will boost the confidence of Indians and also foreigners in the Indian economy and the financial system. But government has rightly its own agenda. Government wants more money. There have been experts, including the economic advisor to the government, those who were saying that why can't RBI transfer more money to the Government of India? Government will invest this money in strengthening the banking system. Also, public sector banks' capital will increase. That will also strengthen the financial system of the country, and some money can of course be invested in other developmental activities, whether it is infrastructure or different welfare programs. Where to draw a line? Therefore, in 2018, Dr. Bimal Jalan Committee was set up with 6 members, and its report was adopted by RBI in 2019. If you haven't started preparing for RBI Grade B, even if you are aspiring for 2025, serious attempt in 2024 exam will give your preparation a real boost to what you need, and exam is the only place where you have crisp content in form of the recorded videos, practice questions, full-length mock test, including the practice test for the descriptive exam, which is very, very important. 2/3 in the phase 2 exam, we provide live classes with the expert faculties, those who have cracked RBI Grade B, those who have also worked in RBI. Coming to the economic capital framework first, what was the major change here was the realized equity component was missing earlier. So Dr. Jalan made it very clear that this shall be included when we are considering what shall be transferred to the government of India. And remember this number because that may be asked in the exam, 5.5% to 6.5% of shall be the range for creating contingency risk buffer. Let me tell you, this time RBI has actually kept 6.5% higher side of this range as a contingency risk buffer. And this contingency risk buffer, as I explained you in this video, is to create buffers with RBI in case of any contingency. So Jalan committee recommended that this shall be the range and this can be revised in 5 years. If I further give you a little background, when Urjit Patel was the governor of RBI, you know he has some differences with the government of India. At the time of the demonetization, RBI has some extra expenses. Because of the demonetization, not because of the differences, because of the demonetization, the cost increase in the RBI, expense increase in the RBI in 2016-17, the surplus transferred by RBI to government of India was 30,000 crore. 30,000 crore, while in the previous year, that was in 15-16, it was 65,996 crore. After that, government of India realized that there shall be a better method and Dr. Jalan committee came. You must also understand that there is no perfect way to decide these kind of things. Dr. Jalan is ex-governor of RBI. He was chairing the committee. Dr. Rakesh Mohan was also one of the member and vice chairman of the committee. He actually wrote a decent note not agreeing with the percentage. So that is the background, that these matters are always matters of discussions and debate. But overall, RBI's balance sheet is very strong, and with that balance sheet, with that strong balance sheet, RBI has given highest ever surplus to government of India, 2.11 lakh crore. You have any question, please ask in the comment. We will come out with more such videos. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. If you like the video, please share it, like it. It's very, very important for us. The more you share, the more motivated I am to make such videos. Wish you happy learning. All the best. Exam B is here to make your job preparation 50% faster. Thank you.